Alright, what's up guys? Sorry I couldn't make it in the other video. In the other intro, I was busy making stuff for our channel. And I'm Defrag. I'll be doing the tanking in the videos, the tank spots, and most of the video editing in the tank spots. And just, that's pretty much it. I don't have much else to do. I can't DPS. I can heals, but my healer isn't geared enough for anything. And I'll be doing my first tank spot in this video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, arriving at the first boss of End Time. Echo of Sylvania or something. Pretty much all you do is stay out of stuff, and mostly the ad that stands here is the easiest because it spawns like right on this island here. Kind of island. So you kill the one that spawns here. When everybody gets pulled into the middle, she'll pull everybody to the middle, and you have to run out and kill this ad before all the ads go into the middle, and then it's a wipe. Alright, I will post the entire fight so you can see it, and hope you guys enjoy it. I will explain some as we go too, so you can see it and it's more direct. There's something you want to avoid on the ground. It will damage you by a lot. If you avoid it, it will help your healers a lot. And there she's in the middle, that you will be pulled into in a few seconds, and then you run over to the ad. Unless you're ranged, you can stay near the middle, but that's what it looks like. If you go outside, you will die. And we got it open, and there you go. And then it's pretty much the same thing over again, but I will keep it running and explain as we go. And that as you see, she's almost dead, but she's going to do it again, depending on how fast your DPS kills her. Depends how many times she does it. She could do it 2 or 3 times. But it's not that hard of a boss fight, so you should be able to handle it. Again, running over to the ad and killing it as fast as possible. I think somebody dies. Yeah. He almost dies. I think we all survived this one. She hit that right as we were all going back in. That's probably shouldn't happen too often. And that's pretty much it for this boss. Okay, the second boss is Tyrant, I believe. If it's wrong, don't yell at me, because I don't know. All you have to do is interrupt as much frost AoE as possible and spell reflect the pyroblasts, and avoid a spell. He will teleport, and he will like do a 3 ice shard thing. You have to avoid the shards that are sticking out of the ground. I will post the entire fight so you can see what I am talking about. There's the shards. You want to avoid them. And there's the AoE, the Frost AoE that, not really AoE, he does them to each character. You want to interrupt as much as possible. And then pretty much the rest is all Pyroblast. And I'm not sure. I was told that one ranged is supposed to do something with stuff that the boss gives out, but we seem to be doing fine without it every time. Just don't stand and stuff, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a really simple boss fight. It's kind of annoying that he keeps porting back and back. He never goes back to where he spawned. But he's already almost dead, so. And there you go, that's that boss fight, and on to the next one. Okay, here's the boss mob, or on the way to the boss. People seem to have problems with these poles. I tell the hunter to trap one, but he doesn't, obviously, because I'm going to die. So they're immune to polymorph. You can sap or trap. I don't think you can hex. You can probably make them sleep somehow. But yes, I die, but we don't wipe, at least. Since the hunter didn't trap, I just pull anyway. But seems to be going good, except for here. And I didn't have time to pop my cooldown, so I died. I was going to explain, but then they B-res me, and spamming the commanding shout, or not commanding shout, but the aggro, AoE aggro thing. So we don't wipe on this, which we almost did. But then I don't think it shows on the mob that it's been sapped or anything like a debuff, but you have to pay attention. And somehow I die again on pulling 2. I only pull 2 and I still die. I am telling the hunter to trap again, and yet he doesn't, so I just pull. Okay, here's the last boss. It's Murozond, I think. If any of these names are wrong, don't make a big deal, because I don't really know them. I didn't show the wipe or me dying. You know, I didn't find it useful in any way. But for this boss, pretty much just tank away from the group. One person has to hit the time warp around every 20%, or when it's close to a raid wipe, or not a raid wipe, but a wipe in your group. Then he will spawn these swirlies on the ground. You want to avoid them, and if the ground is getting too cluttered, move the dragon to the left or the right. Just circle around. Once you hit time warp, it'll teleport you to that spot that I'm in right now. 5 seconds into the fight, he will go down, and then face him away, because he will do he'll do the mass AoE, and then that, which you do not want near your raid or your group. I don't know why I keep saying raid. But I see there's a tornado on the way. You can't really see what's going on, but there I move. There's the swirls on the ground to the left by the group. Don't stand in them. Is that again? You want to use your cooldowns every time, like right when you go into the poll. So you say I didn't yet, because the time warp, and it resets your cooldowns, it resets your mana, it resets your health, resets everything, so it's pretty cool. But it is kind of hard. See, the first time warp, it teleported me back, and he wasn't too far, so it doesn't really matter. But then I kited him the other way, and it didn't work out too well, I don't believe. The hourglasses at the bottom, I forgot to explain that. That means how many times you can time warp. There's a lot of swirls on the ground. That's probably a good sign to move. But it's too late. I died. That'd be a good time to time warp, and it reses you if you die. Then you get aggro back, and I'm gonna try and stick with going the other way, because that seems to work the best for me. For you guys, I don't really know, but it just depends. You'll have to check it out yourself. So I move him away, and I don't know why his legs don't move. Well, they move a little bit, I guess. It just seemed odd to me. Alright, enjoy the rest of the fight. I will explain if need. But the healer is staying in that. The healer does stand in one of these, which affects him a lot, so he's gonna have a hard time later in the fight. I believe it's soon, but I'm not sure. Okay, enjoy this fight. And I die again, and the time warp reses me right away. I don't know if it's normal for the tank to die or not, but it seemed to be normal to me. I believe the healer there, see it's gonna drop on him, and he's doing an AoE, and then he moves. It killed him a bit, I believe, depending on how long he stood in there. It didn't seem as long as I thought, but he's almost dead, I think. So I have one time warp left, I think. I can't see because my recount is in the way, so I didn't reset it either. Somebody left during, and there's the last time warp, and I'm way over here, and then it ports me way back. And he's almost dead, and once he's dead, he will be a ghost. Which is gonna be soon, hopefully. There you go. And that's it. Hope you enjoy the videos that we do. We're going to be doing hopefully once a day for quite a while, until we get all the basic dungeons down, and then the raids We'll try and get geared up and explain the raids. Right now, I'm not geared. Well, I am geared for most of the raids. I just got a little bit more gear for confidence and tanking them. So I hope you like them. See you later.